From the cheerleading squad, our first senior is Andrea Blanton. She's the daughter of Andy Blanton, Tanya, and Aaron Beck. While attending Washington High School, she's participated in cheerleading, school council, and stand. She's also attending some beauty college for future plans are to attend college to become an obstetric nurse. Our next senior cheerleader is Kaylee Maddox. She's the daughter of Karen and Richard Hill. While attending WHS, she participated in cheerleading, choir, student council, and track. Her future plans are to attend Indiana University to study pharmacy. Our third cheerleader is Jayla Hawk. She's the daughter of Paul and Susan Williams and Donnie and Melissa Hawk. While attending WHS, she's participated in softball, dance, and cheerleading. She's also a member of the NCAA competitive cheer. She has been on the honor roll. Her future plans are to attend Vincent University in the cosmetology program and achieve an associate's degree. She would also like to chair in college. And our final senior cheerleader is Alexandra Rosa. She's the daughter of Tammy Fleck. While attending WHS, she's participated in cheerleading at DECA. She's been on the honor roll all 4 years of high school. She's a volunteer at Powerhouse and is a member of the Harvest Community Fellowship in Washington. Her future plans are to take a year off of school to intern and do mission work. She then plans to attend Indiana University to become a lawyer. The senior members of the wrestling squad, Austin Hopkins is the son of Beth Hopkins, John Hughes. While attending WHS, he's participated in wrestling and track. His future plans are to become a welder. And the other senior wrestler is Ryan Carter. Ryan is the son of Matt and Lori Carter and Don and Neil Becker. While attending WHS, he's participated in soccer, track, and wrestling. In his wrestling career, he's compiled a record of 125 wins and 38 losses. He was a Big 8 Conference champion for 2 years, 2-time sectional champion, 2015 regional champion, 4-time regional qualifier, and 3-time semi-state qualifier. His future plans are to enter the United States Marines. He will enter training in September 2015. And now the senior members of the basketball program. Drew Davis is the son of John and Sandy Davis. While attending WHS, he's been a basketball manager for 4 years. Baseball manager, soccer, DECA, PPA, and WHSH broadcasting. He's been on the honor roll. His community activities include coaching, rec soccer, and Little League baseball. His future plans are to attend USI, major in business, and broadcast journalism. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Davis. Our other senior manager is Eric Wilson. Eric is the son of Dwayne and Christy Wilson. While attending WHS, he's been a basketball manager, baseball manager. He's also been on the honor roll. His future plans are to attend Vincent University, major in communications and broadcasting. He aspires to be a sports broadcaster, with his dream job being an ESPN reporter. He's thoroughly enjoyed being part of the WHS basketball team and building strong friendships with his teammates. Eric Wilson. And the senior player in the basketball team, number 30, Matthew Sparks. Matthew is the son of Dwayne and Libby Sparks. While attending WHS, he's participated in basketball, DECA, cross country, and GIG. He's also a class representative. His honors include being on the high school honor roll. He attends New Hope Christian Church as a member of the youth group. His future plans are to attend Johnson University in Knoxville, Tennessee, to study church ministry. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Sparks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for our senior cheerleaders, wrestlers, and basketball team members and their parents.
Senior night, your reflections on the sectional draw held last Sunday afternoon.
Well, you know, you got to like it because there's nothing you can do about it anyway. But I think the draw is pretty balanced, spread out, you know, throughout the tournament. I mean, I think there's going to be some very good basketball games in the tournament because, well, 6 of the 7 teams have won at least 12 ball games. So this is one of the stronger sectional fields that we've had since I've been here. I think there's 6 teams that could really win this thing. It's going to be whoever puts together 3 good, solid basketball games. You know, is going to come out with with the sectional championship.
And by the way, will the games be 6 and 7:30 next week for the most part?
Well, on Monday or on Tuesday we just have one game, so it's going to be a 7 o'clock game. And then on Wednesday and Friday there's 2 games, so it'll be 6 and 7:30, and then championship game will be again on 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock on the championship then?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad you clarified that then. I know we've bounced that around a few times before, but I know that also happens sometimes depending on where the central team is placed at, on Central Time.
Right. That's really the determining part, whether we start at 6 or 6:30 for that first game, to depend on whether Heritage Hills plays in the first game or the second. This year they play in the second game, so we're able to go ahead and start at 6 o'clock.
Okay, gotcha. Well, tonight is senior night, and you don't have really a lot of seniors. You've got Matthew Sparks, of course, that will graduate this year, and your thoughts about Matthew Sparks' play on your Hatchet team?
Well, Matthew's been a big part of our team over the last 2 years. You know, he was moved up from the JV team about halfway through the season last year, and finished up being our first guy off the bench last year during the sectional, and played very well. This year, he's our first guy off the bench. He's almost like a sixth starter because he plays as much as some of the starters many ball games. He's been a very valuable player to our team, and just a fine young man. I mean, he's just a great young man that comes to practice every day and works hard, and made a big contribution to our team. I mean, just like in the last ball game or 2 ball games ago, South Knox, he came off the bench and scored 11 points, hit 7 out of 7 free throws in the fourth quarter, and just many ball games he's been that kind of contributor. He's been in double figures a number of times this year. He's rebounded the ball well, and he's really, like I said, played very good basketball for us in the last year and a half.
Well, I'm sure you hate to lose him. The positive thing about your ball club, you've got all these juniors and sophomores coming back next year, even though we're not going to wrap up this season anytime quickly, but they'll be here before you know it, I guess, won't they?
That's true. This season's been a nice season. We're an awful young team. We got a lot of people back. But I'd also like to mention our two managers. We got our seniors, Double D, Drew Davis is been with us for 4 years, as has Eric Wilson. Those 2 guys have been managers for us for 4 years and have contributed a lot as well, and meant a lot to our program. They do a lot of things, and the thing is, they've been around a while, that they are. You can just count on them doing their job. You don't have to tell them everything that they've got to do, and that's the nice about having, senior managers that have been with you for 4 years.
And I'm glad that you didn't forget them, because I don't see all the work that they do from my vantage point. But yes, Drew Davis and Eric Wilson done a fine job helping this ball team overall as managers. Let's talk about Evansville Memorial. Boy, Coach Wilgus always has a good ball club, it seems like.
Coach Wilgus has been at this for a long time. He does a great job. They're simple, but they play hard. They play very physical basketball. They play together. They move the basketball well. They're a good basketball team. They got kind of a slow start this year, and a lot of that was because of some injuries. Stakowski, one of their starters back from last year, and one of the few perimeter players they had back, was injured, came back and maybe played a game or 2, and then got re-injured and missed another month of the season. But since he's been back, they've played very good basketball. He's a very aggressive offensively and defensively, and he's meant a lot to the team, and they're playing much better with him back. Of course, Adam Eberhard and Kiefer, 2 starters back from last year as well, and Eberhard was a junior all-stater last year. He's averaging nearly 18 points a ball game and 8 rebounds a ball game, and he's very, very good offensive player. Kiefer, 6'5" kid, is a very strong kid, and hits the boards well. Those 3 guys, Kiefer, Eberhard, and Stakowski, were starters on their regional finalist team last year, and they've got the potential to be right back here in the regional again. In fact, they're probably the favorite in that Boonville sectional. They've got good size, good quickness, and they can score a lot of points.
Well, Coach, definitely a good test tonight for your team as you wrap up the regular season, and we look forward to sectional play next week. And anything could happen in that sectional, as you alluded to. 6 teams that could be very competitive in that sectional, and if you can put together 3 really good games, you've got a chance to take a sectional trophy home.
Well, you do. That's what you got to do. I mean, it's just a matter of who's the best on that night, who plays the best on that night, and you hope it's you. You hope you're the one that goes out and takes care of the basketball, gets a good shot, and gets down, plays defense, and recovers those rebounds. So it's going to be a very exciting sectional. I think it's going to be a great sectional. We've got I said, some good basketball teams coming, but teams are well balanced, and you could see some upsets in that particular sectional. That's for sure.
Coach, good luck tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Dave.
This has been the Hatchet Pregame Show with head coach Gene Miller, brought to you by Purdue Farms and Alan Bubalo, your Edward Jones investment representative. I'm Dave Crook. Stay tuned. Kyle Cornelius will join me in a moment with the play-by-play on the voice of the Hatchets, WAMW.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
To another night of Washington Hatchets boys basketball on the voice of the Hatchets, Memories 107.9, WAMW FM Washington, and worldwide at WAMWAMFM.com. This is Dave Crooks along with Kyle Cornelius, and here at the Hatchet House, it is senior night. And Kyle, the coach, and I talked about this during the pregame show. Matthew Sparks being his only senior. You hate to send Matthew off at the end of the season, but boy, it speaks well on how good of a team we're going to have next year when this season finally ends, when you've got not only all these players coming back except for one, and a JV team that won half their games this year.
Yeah, it's a very exciting future here for the Hatchets, but we want to live here in the present. Matthew Sparks has been a player that's been around all 4 years, played some great JV minutes as an underclassman, and has come on strong here late in his junior year, and then into this senior year. Has been a vital part of this Hatchet program, sitting at what are we, 15-6, and he's played a major role in that. So yeah, we want to send him off here tonight on senior night with another victory over a tough Evansville Memorial team that comes into the Hatchet House tonight. But it's been great watching Matthew play and develop over the years.
Well, absolutely, and we've got a pretty good-sized crowd on hand tonight, and we want to welcome our Evansville Memorial listeners who are tuned in online at WAMWAMFM.com as well. When you look at Memorial, they're 13-6 on the season. Their losses include Jasper, Evansville Bossy, Thorogood Marshall of Ohio. They lost to Evansville Reitz. That's nothing to be ashamed of. They actually lost to Reitz twice out of those 6 games. Their most recent loss was back on February 6th against Evansville Harrison, but they beat some really good teams. They've beat Boonville, Mount Vernon, South Spencer, Castle, Gibson Southern. They've beat Bossy after splitting a pair with Bossy. They've beat Day. They've beat Princeton, Mater Dei, Revay, North Posey, Central, and North. Their Lincoln game on February 20th was canceled due to weather and not rescheduled.
Yeah, they're a very solid program. Coach Wilgus has been there a lot of years now and had a lot of success. We've had some battles with them here the last 5 or 6 years once we picked them up on the schedule, and some battles in the regional as well. So I look for a very tough ball game tonight. They're very well played, well schooled, and well coached. So it's going to be a tough battle for the Hatchets.
Just comparing their most 2 recent games with similar teams, on February 23rd, Memorial beat Evansville Central 59-57. Back on December 5th, we lost to Evansville Central by 2. Back on January 30th, they beat Princeton 66-40. We beat Princeton 65-41 by 14 points. So that shows you we're going to have, I think, a very well-balanced game tonight between the Tigers and the Hatchets.
I hope so, and it's a great crowd here tonight at the Hatchet House. Tournament atmosphere starting to really peak as that starts next week. So You always want to head into the tournament with a little bit of momentum, and tonight's the Hatchets night to get that.
Well, I'm glad to be back in the saddle. Last Friday night, I actually drove my truck to Washington, D.C., and no, it was not a vacation, but I'm the president-elect of the Indiana Broadcasters Association, so we had a total of 4 people that spent most of this week on Capitol Hill lobbying or actually advocating for our radio and television sisters and brothers around the state. And due to last weekend's weather, I decided to take off a little earlier than expected and stop by Madison, Indiana, visited an old colleague of mine. But my Saturday adventure, especially driving through southern Ohio and across the mountains of West Virginia, I guess I could have filmed some of that action because it was like I was in Alaska in a blizzard at times. But I made it safely to and from the nation's capital, and appreciate Brandon Elliott filling in for me while I was gone. Had a chance to tune you guys in a few times on the internet during that busy trip, and hated to miss those 3 big games, but at least I'll say when my fill-in covers, he's never lost.
He's 7-0, I believe, so you can't beat that, right?
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about tonight's game, our prescription for success presented by the Prescription Shop on State Street in Washington. And the coach described this team as simple. Can you help expand on Gene Miller's thinking tonight when he talks about Evansville Memorial and what it's going to take to slow them down tonight and perhaps get the W in our column tonight?
Well, one thing you know about Evansville Memorial, they're going to take care of the basketball. They're going to work for a good shot, and they're going to really come hard at you on the defensive end. They're going to play hard for 32 minutes. So for Washington, the big keys tonight for them is to do the same. They're going to have to take care of the basketball. They're going to have to match their intensity of the Tigers for the whole 32 minutes. And being another bigger team, which the Hatchets have faced all year long, you know, you look at their front line, they're 6'8", 6'5", 6'3". We're going to have to keep them off the board. When we do play that good defense, we're going to have to limit them to just one opportunity, get that defensive rebound, and then look to push it down the floor and try to get some easy baskets in transition. So Washington, yes, they got their hands full tonight with a very good, solid Evansville Memorial team, but I think these young players have come along this year, and they're going to be ready for the challenge, and we'll see what happens. Should be a good one. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about some of the other games being played throughout Southwest Indiana tonight. We'll also recap the sectional schedule for next week and perhaps share some scores along the way, too, from other games of interest. We'll come back to the Hatchet House in 60 seconds on WAMW.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, we get your personal references, your resume, high school diploma or equivalent.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Yes, it's right there. Great.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, you know, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
You're listening to Washington Hatchet Basketball on the Voice of the Hatchets, Memories 107.9, WAMW FM Washington, and worldwide at WAMWAMFM.com. This is Dave Crooks along with Kyle Cornelius. Tonight, Washington gets set to entertain the Evansville Memorial Tigers. The Tigers are 13-6, and the Hatchets are 15-6. Some of the other games in the area tonight include Bar Reeve at Bloomfield. That game is underway right now on 95.9 FM, and it sounds like it's a real close game between these two schools right now. We'll recap the entire list of or actually bring you the entire list of games, but right now they're going to bring the colors onto the floor. And we're going to have the national anthem in just a moment. Or someone's being introduced by Don Spillman.
Joe Haseman.
Oh, okay. Did Dr. Hazeman pass? Is that what he's saying?
So I think he would have been 50 years old today, they said.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's Don Spillman bringing acknowledgement to a former Washington graduate, Dr. Hazeman. He would have been 50 today, according to what information we're picking up. Now the national anthem is just moments away. The Washington ROTC group is on the floor.
Commanding Cadet Senior Chief Petty Officer Sam Priester, Cadet Lieutenant Dalton Townley, and Cadet Seaman Joshua Regal. To honor our country and our flag, please remain standing until the colors leave the floor. The national anthem will be played by the Washington High School Pep Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats to salute our flag, our national anthem.
Sounds great.
Just in time for sectional time.
That's right. That'll be perfect.
We're glad that that's been resolved, it sounds like. The Hatchets, of course, getting ready to play Evansville Memorial, but I just found a tweet from our sister station, The General, at 95.9 FM, and the Bar boys are struggling tonight. They are trailing 16-15 at halftime to Bloomfield, and that game over on The General at 95.9 FM and also on the web at WAMWAMFM.com on the General stream. Now, let's run down that list of games being played throughout the area this evening. Of course, Bar Reeve at Bloomfield on 95.9 FM. It's Bloomington North at New Albany. Boonville is at Southridge. Clay City is at Linton. Corrigan Central at Bedford North Lawrence. Crawford County at Paoli. Eastern is playing at North Davies right now. Evansville Bossy at Evansville Reitz. Evansville Day at Princeton. Evansville North at Vincennes Lincoln. Franklin at Edgewood. Irvington Prep Academy at Evansville Central. North Posey at Gibson Southern. Northeast DuBois at Forest Park. Orleans at Brownstown Central. Perry Central at Heritage Hills. Salem is at Borden. Scottsburg at Mitchell. Sullivan is at South Vermilion. Terre Haute North at Center Grove. Turkey Run at North Central. Warren Central at Bloomington South. And Wood Memorial is at South Knox. Tomorrow afternoon, the Bar Reeve Lady Vikings, undefeated and ranked #1 in Class A girls basketball. They'll be playing at Jeffersonville at the semi-state against Jacksonville. We'll have the coverage at 3:30 with Mike DeCourcy, Aaron Ash, and Jeff Doyle on your official home for Bar Reeve Sports, The General, 95.9 FM, 1580 AM, and we'll also simulcast that game on Memories 107.9 as well as our stream at WAMWAMFM.com. So 4 places where you can pick up the official Bar Reeve broadcast, 2 slots on FM, 1 slot on AM, and 1 slot on the web. So no excuse not to be picking up the game coverage tomorrow if you can't make it in person. Good luck to Mark Holt and the Bar Reeve Lady Vikings. The sectional kicks off at Washington. Be sure to pick up a ticket for the Washington 3A sectional. Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, it's Jasper versus Mitchell. Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, Southridge versus Pike Central. Washington will play Wednesday night against Heritage Hills. That'll be a 7:30 tip-off time. We'll have the broadcast at 7:05 Wednesday here on WAMW. Friday night, Vincennes Lincoln, they got the bye. They'll play the winner of Jasper Mitchell. And then, of course, if the Hatchets can beat Heritage Hills, they would play the winner of Game 2, which is Southridge against Pike Central. And then, of course, the championship set for Saturday. That's a 7 o'clock game for the championship a week from tomorrow night here at the Hatchet House. And we need the black and gold to show up and root these players on, because the home crowd, along with the home team facility to play in, that could give us a tremendous advantage against this very competitive sectional.
Yeah, we always talked about, through the years, being the fact that we hosted the sectional and the regional, you only have to win one game away from the Hatchet House to be in Bankers Live, so for competing for a state finals. So
that's a great
You
point.
always want to take care of home court advantage and win your home games.
Win 5 in a row, and then you're going to be one game away from the state championship.
That's right. One game on the road, and you're there.
Our starting lineups presented by Boyd Grain. For grain buying and trucking, call Boyd Grain in Washington. For the visitors tonight, the Memorial Tigers of Evansville, they will start 3 guards and 2 forwards. They include a 5'11" freshman, number 13, Dylan Penn. Also for Evansville Memorial, a 6'3" senior, number 14, Ben Stakowski. Also at guard, a 5'11" senior, number 21, Javon Langley. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 32, Alex Kiefer. And also at forward, a 6'8" senior, number 41, Adam Eberhard. Head coach for Evansville Memorial is Rick Wilgust. For the Washington Hatchets, they'll start the same lineup, 3 guards and 2 forwards. At guard, a 6' junior, number 4, Connor Brown. Also at guard, a 6' junior, number 12, Colton Garland. At guard, a 6' sophomore, number 24, Matthew Stevens. At forward, a 6'1" junior, number 42, Jake Bedwell. And also at forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 50, Jacob Overton. Head coach for the Hatchets is Gene Miller. The Hatchets in their white outfits with black and gold trim. Evansville Memorial in their blue outfits with white trim. Both teams are sharing handshakes at midcourt. Jacob Overton will be jumping center against Adam Eberhard. So Eberhard is 6'8", Overton is 6'2". We are set for basketball here at the Hatchet House. Thanks for tuning in tonight on WAMW. And we're about ready for the tip. Here it comes. It's controlled by Memorial, and this game is underway. Stakowski down to the right side to Langley. Now it's inside to Eberhard, and quickly off the glass, Adam Eberhard gets a quick bucket, and Memorial takes a 2-0 lead. Now for Washington, you've got Bedwell quickly over to Overton. Top of the key is Jacob Overton from Garland. A 3-pointer from Connor Brown. It's up and it's no good. Rebound picked up by Memorial's Javon Langley. Quickly down court, a pass, and he gets it back inside to Eberhard again, and a quick bucket for 4 straight points for Evansville Memorial. Stevens to Brown. Brown in the backcourt, trying to get the ball to Colton Garland, but his defender staying on him. Now Bedwell, he finds Colton Garland from the left side of the lane. About a 5-foot jumper is no good. Rebound picked up by Adam Eberhard of Memorial. Down court for the Memorial Tigers. On the left side, Ben Stakowski travels. And I hope I pronounced that right tonight. Ben, you think that's Stachowski?
I'd go with just Stakowski. I don't know.
Should have double-checked that one tonight. Apologize that to the Evansville fans that may be online tuned in tonight. 6:51 to go in this first quarter. It's 4-0 in favor of Memorial. Hatchets have the basketball with Connor Brown. Brown to the left side to Overton. He puts it in the air, and he got it. Not quite a 3. It's a 2, but Overton cuts the lead 4-2 with 6:35 to go in the first quarter.
This is awful close to a 3.
Memorial gets a quick 3. And that was Dylan Penn. And they're going to count it, right? Okay, so Penn picks up the 3. That makes it 7-2. Oh, wait a minute.
I got him as number 30, but it looks like he's wearing 13 tonight, Dave. Just so you know.
Well, 13 for Penn?
Yeah.
Oh, we had 30 earlier, too. Okay, so it is 13. He's a JV player normally, but they've brought him up to the varsity side, and now he started the last few games. So shot on the air by Penn. It's no good. Got his own rebound. It's picked up and now deflected underneath. Overton picks up the loose ball, and Washington gets it back. Stevens down court quickly to the corner to Overton. He's open for three, and he nailed it. Nice job by Colton Overton.
Yeah, Garland.
Or Colton Garland, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Get back into the swing of things here.
That's right.
7-5. Hatchets have cut the lead to 2. Inside, underneath. Boy, he's tough, isn't he?
Yep.
Adam Eberhard gets his 6th point for Memorial, and that makes it 9-5 with 5:46 to go in this first quarter of play.
He's been around a while. He's a 4-year starter for the Tigers.
I remember him well. Garland, a 3-point shot. It's in the air, top of the key. No good. Stevens got the rebound, put it back up. He missed it, but he's fouled. He'll have a chance to shoot 3 free throws. Can't beat that. So Matt Stevens will head to the free throw line tonight. We'll get him ready for 3 free throw shots. Or no, it's not going to be 3.
It's going to be 2.
I could have swore he was in the 3-point line outside of it, but oh well.
He was awful close.
So we'll take 2. Stevens ready for the free throw shot. It is up, and it's no good. 5:34 on the clock. We're in the first quarter of play. 9-5 is our score. Washington trailing by 4. Stevens ready for the next free throw shot. It is up, and it's no good. Ball picked up by Memorial. Down court, here comes Penn. A quick pass from Langley to the right side to Eberhard. Top of the key to Stachkowski. He missed it. Rebound by Penn. Penn hands it off to Stachkowski. Takes it in the lane. Missed it. Stevens, or make that Colton Garland, gets the rebound. Here come the Hatchets. 5:12 on the clock here in the first quarter. Garland with the ball. Bounce pass into Bedwell. Bedwell out to Garland. Garland, top of the key. Right side pass to Jake Bedwell. Bounce pass in to Connor Brown. Brown, top of the key to Matt Stevens. Stevens in the lane, hands it off to Overton, but he's double teamed. He needs help. He gets it from Garland. Inside pass to Bedwell. Bedwell, too much traffic. Ball stripped away. Memorial takes it down court. It's Alex Kiefer, and he's stripped of the ball, but Penn is there, and Penn puts it up and in. So Dylan Penn gives the Memorial Tigers a 6-point lead at 11-5.
I have to pick up the energy here a little bit.
Colton Garland off to Connor Brown. Now it's off to Overton. His pass is kicked away. It's going to be out of bounds, and the Hatchets should have it. 4:22 left on the clock. We're in quarter number 1. Washington trailing Evansville Memorial 11-5. Inbounds play. Connor Brown. Bounce pass off to Colton Garland. Garland to Connor Brown. Brown to Colton Garland. Garland over now to Stevens. Stevens to Bedwell. Bedwell to Garland from the right side. 3-point attempt, no good. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Memorial's basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by A&R Home Center in Washington. They're more than a hardware store. Down court for Memorial. Adam Eberhard in the corner. Back out to Ben Sikowski. They'll work the ball around a bit where Eberhard picks it up, takes it inside, gets an easy layup. Wow, he is a tough player. 8 of the 13 points for Memorial was by Adam Eberhard. That makes it 13-5, 8-point lead for the Tigers. Connor Brown takes it in, passes to Bedwell, one bounce off the glass, no good. Adam Eberhard gets the rebound. He clears it out to Javon Langley. To Penn, to Langley, to Eberhard, over to Stachkowski. Stachkowski back to Eberhard. He drives it in the lane, gets the layup. We've got to find a way to slow that boy down. 10 points in less than, 5 minutes.
Yep.
That's going to hurt all night if we don't slow him down.
He's being aggressive down there, looking to really take the ball to the basket.
3 minutes left here in this first quarter. Colton Garland with the ball. Now to Matt Stevens. Stevens off now to Colton Garland. Garland passes it off to Bedwell. Bedwell to Colton Garland. Garland in the backcourt. Now it's off to Jake Bedwell. Bedwell off to Matt Stevens. Stevens to Bedwell. Bounce pass to Overton, it's picked up by Garland. A little bit out of reach for Jacob, but Colton was there to pick it up, and he puts it up for a nice bucket. So Colton Garland has 5. Hatchets have cut the lead to 8, 15-7 with 2:22 to go in the first quarter.
Washington's now gone to a 2-3 zone. Let's see if that cuts down their penetration.
Well, the Memorial Tigers will move it around. Ben Stokowski off now to Javon Langley. Now to Dylan Penn. Penn to Eberhard. Inside. Layup. No good by Keeper. He got his own rebound. Handed it off to Penn. Penn kicks it out to Stokowski. Stokowski in the Keeper. Keeper too much traffic. And now the ball stripped away. Colton Garland picks it up. Garland brings it down across the timeline with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. Garland to Connor Brown. Brown in the backcourt to Jake Bedwell. Bedwell top of the key. Now it's off to Matt Stevens. And his inside pass thrown away into the hands of Eberhard. Turnover for the Hatchets. Down court. And now a three-point shot on the way. Around the rim, no good by Ben Stokowski. It's picked up by Matt Stevens. Stevens with the ball. Hatchets need a 2 or a 3 right now. Bedwell into Garland. Too much traffic. Back out to Connor Brown. Way off the mark. Rebound by Dylan Penn on a fast break to Adam Eberhard. Layup good. 12 points for Adam Eberhard. It's a 10-point lead for Memorial. Coach Miller has seen enough. He wants a timeout. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard with 59 seconds left in this first quarter of play, it's Evansville Memorial 17 and Washington 7. One of your Hatchet booster sponsors is McAllister Machinery in Washington. They're Indiana's largest equipment supplier, offering a wide range of high-quality new, used, rebuilt, and rental equipment from Caterpillar and over 50 other manufacturers. With 24-hour round-the-clock service, call 254-1712. From McAllister Machinery in Washington, they are your local Caterpillar dealer. 59 seconds left on the clock here in quarter number 1. It is 17-7. It's all Memorial so far. What do you think Coach is trying to tell us, the players right now, Kyle?
Well, we just need to settle down a little bit. On the offensive end, we're getting some good looks at the basket. We're just not connecting on them right now. But defensively, we're just not getting any stops. So, until we start picking up the D on the other end, it doesn't matter what we do on the offensive end. We just got to get some stops here.
Matthew Sparks is in the game now for the Hatchets. Overton to Brown. He's wide open for 3, and he got it. Connor Brown gets his first points of the night. The second 3 for the Hatchets in the game. 17-10. Washington trails by 7. 35 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Cross-court pass from Dylan Penn over to Trandon McRae. Eberhard on the baseline makes a pass to Roberts. Back out to Penn. His shot is no good. Rebound picked up by the Hatchets, and they'll bring it down court with Matt Stevens. 14 seconds on the clock. We sure could use a bucket before the buzzer. Brown to Garland. 8 seconds left. Garland in the backcourt. 4 seconds left. Garland takes it inside, off the glass, missed the layup. Sparks missed the putback, and that's the end of the first quarter of play. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard at the end of 1, it's Evansville Memorial 17, Washington 10. Back to the Hatchet House in 60 seconds on WAMW.
People skills? Check. Driver's license and high school diploma. Got those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that. You are good to go.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. And you get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
Back at the Hatchet House, Dave Crooks along with Kyle Cornelius. 1 quarter in the book. So far it's all Memorial. They lead 17-10. Hatchets will have the basketball to start this second quarter. Colton Garland passes to Connor Brown. Now it's off to Carson Smith to Matt Sparks. Sparks in the backcourt to Jacob Overton. Overton off now to Brown. Brown on the left side near the baseline. Too much traffic. He kicks it back out to Overton. Now it's off to Smith. Smith tried to do a fake, and they called him for traveling.
Not agreeing with that one. But they're going to call it anyway.
They've got a black and white shirt, and you don't.
That's right.
Yours is just black.
They're the only people that matter.
I guess so. 7:36 left on the clock here in the first half. Washington trailing by 7 against a very good Evansville Memorial team. Ben Stakowski to Trandon McCray. McCray.
Yep, he did.
There's a travel.
Yep.
So Trandon commits the traveling violation.
And I believe they've gotten away with a couple down there, so maybe we're going to tighten it up here in the second quarter.
Matt Sparks ready for the inbounds play to Colton Garland.
Memorial with 4 turnovers, Washington with 3 to this point.
Connor Brown off to Matt Sparks. Sparks to Colton Garland. Garland from the left wing puts it in the air, and he missed it. Rebound picked up by Adam Eberhard from Memorial. Eberhard down court off to Ben Stakowski. Top of the key to Eberhard. Oh, he lets a 3 fly, and he nailed it. Eberhard has got 15 points out of the Memorial 20 total. 20-10, back to a 10-point Tiger lead. Sparks off to Connor Brown. Top of the key to Carson Smith. He lets a 3 fly. It's no good. Rebound picked up by Memorial. Down court, you've got Adam Eberhard from the left side, another 3-point shot. That kid is tough.
He is perfect from the field tonight.
18 points, and we're only like 9.5 minutes into this game for Adam Eberhard. 23-10, the Hatchets trail by 13. Overton inside, tried a little left hook shot near the goal, but it was short. We've got a whistle blown. Matthew Sparks commits a personal foul. That will be his first and the team's second. Well, this is so far not the game I was expecting right before the sectional, Kyle, but you got to hand it to Memorial so far.
Yep, they're playing a nice ball game to this point. Washington's just going to have to really turn it up on the defensive end.
6:15 left in this first half of play as Memorial moves the ball around. Adam Eberhard, cross-court pass over to Dylan Penn. Now top of the key to Jared Roberts. Roberts to Eberhard. Eberhard in to Stakowski. Ball deflected, but it's saved by Jared Roberts. Deflected again. Matt Sparks gets it.
Nice
Fast break
pass.
to Carson Smith. Layup good. Carson Smith gets a nice layup. Hatchets trail 23-12.
Great effort there. Carson with another deflection.
Ball deflected, but Memorial keeps it, and a work off the glass is no good by Jared Roberts, but what do we have?
We get an offensive foul on the rebound.
Ben Stakowski, I guess?
Yep.
So Stakowski picks up the personal. That will be his first, the team's first.
2 possessions in a row. Carson Smith in that 2-3 zone has been very active since he's checked into the game. Got a deflection. Sparks tipped it, threw it out to him for a layup. And that play, he got another deflection out of that zone. So Carson doing what he can do best for us is giving us a spark on the defensive end.
Jake Bedwell with the basketball to Matt Sparks, and Matt lost the handle. It's taken away by Memorial. Down court with a layup, and Stakowski missed it, but the putback is good by Jared Roberts. So 25-12, Memorial's got a 13-point lead with 5:17 to go in this first half of play. Sparks to Colton Garland. Garland off to Bedwell. Bedwell takes it inside, off the glass, no good. Rebound picked up by Bedwell. Now Carson Smith fakes, takes it toward the lane. He's blocked, but a whistle called. They're going to call foul against the Tigers. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Gill Funeral Home of Washington, the first choice for families in this community since 1872.
Carson's going to go to the line here for 2.
Carson Smith at the line. First free throw shot is up and good. He'll have one more coming. 25-13. Washington trails. Carson Smith ready for the next one. Smith, free throw shot in the air. It is good. 25-14, an 11-point lead now for Memorial. The Tigers have the basketball. Stakowski to Alex Kiefer. Kiefer off to Ben Stakowski in the backcourt to Adam Eberhardt. Oh, a nice pass inside, underneath. A good move by Kiefer with the assist by Eberhardt. So Kiefer will score, and that's his first 2 of the night. 27-14. Hatchets are trailing. Ball deflected at midcourt. Carson Smith saves it. Now Colton Garland has it. Garland off to Carson Smith. Smith in the backcourt to Jake Bedwell. Cross-court pass to Matt Stevens. Stevens, now it's off to Matt Sparks. Sparks to Colton Garland.
Memorial, as they score now, are in a 2-2-1 half-court trap, and then they fall back into a 2-3 zone here.
Approaching the 4-minute mark here in the first half, 27-14. Garland takes a long 3, and he nails it. How about that?
That was deep.
8 points for Garland, which includes 2 3-pointers. Hatchets cut the lead to 10, 27-17. Ball deflected, knocked out of bounds for Memorial. We've got a substitution as Javon Langley will check back into the lineup. Adam Eberhard ready for the inbounds play for the Tigers. He gets it off to Alex Kiefer. Top of the key to Javon Langley, to Dylan Penn, to Langley, to Eberhard, to Langley, to Penn. Bounce pass on the baseline. Jared Roberts puts it in the air and he misses. Colton Garland gets the rebound. Here come your Hatchets. Garland, little pressure at midcourt, but got by his defender, Eberhard. A little great acting by Eberhard, too, making it look like that Colton had knocked him over. But Sparks in the lane, takes it in underneath, and gets the layup.
Good finish.
27-19. Hatchets trail by 8 with 3:10 to go in this first half of play. Memorial with Langley off to Eberhard. To Langley. Eberhard for 3.
Wow.
Got it. Nothing but net. That boy is a rock star. 30-19. Washington trails by 11 as Eberhard already has his 21st point of the game. Wow. Garland missed a 3-point attempt. It was darn close, though. 30-19. Hatchets trail. Eberhard off to Langley. Back to Eberhard. Cross-court pass is Kiefer to the corner, and that's a 3-point shot by Dylan Penn. And all of a sudden, we've got a 14-point lead for Memorial at 33-19. Ball deflected. Bedwell, cross-court pass, and he overthrew it. Out of bounds, turnover for the Hatchets. We still got to calm down a bit, it seems to me, Kyle.
Yeah, we're just getting in a little hurry, sped up a little bit on the offensive end, but you know, Evansville Memorial on the offensive end have been pretty tough tonight. They shooting the ball very well. I'm not sure the percentage yet. We'll have that for you at the half, but shooting a very high percentage.
Alex Eberhard now checks into the game, not to be confused with Adam. Are they brothers, Kyle?
They are brothers.
Okay. 2:10 left in this first half of play. Adam Eberhard, bounce pass into Alex, and they're going to call a jump ball on that. Good job by Jake Bedwell, but the arrow is pointing toward Memorial, but we'll get the next one. 2:03 left in this first half, 33-19, Washington trailing. Inbounds play as Adam Eberhard got it to Alex for a moment. Now it's in the backcourt to Dylan Penn. Penn off to Adam Eberhard. Off to Alex Eberhard. Bounce pass to Alex Kiefer. Now it's off to Javon Langley. To Alex Kiefer. Bounce pass and a fadeaway shot. Oh, Adam Eberhard nails another bucket. He's putting on a clinic tonight, folks.
Hey, that's great offense. I mean, defense was there. Jake Bedwell did everything he could. That was just a tough shot. He might be in the zone tonight, Dave.
35-19, a 16-point Memorial lead, their biggest of the night. We're in trouble. We got some work to do to get out of this hole. Brown in the corner now to Stevens. A three-point shot is no good. Rebound by Eberhard. Down court quickly. Dylan Penn. Well, he takes a U-turn, passes to Adam Eberhard. Now it's off to, well, Javon Langley, who drives it in for a nice layup. We're down by 18 points now, 37-19 with 58 seconds to go in the first half, and it's all Tigers tonight.
Tell you, if they play like this, there's no question in my mind they'll win that Boonville sectional.
No doubt about it. They'll be back at this facility in a couple of weeks. A week from Saturday.
And if they play like this, they may be moving on after the regional. They're looking darn good tonight.
I tell you what, though, it's all Adam Eberhard, in my opinion. That's why they're ahead by 18 points.
Yeah.
He's already got 23 of those points for Memorial. 43 seconds left in the first half. Well, pressure against Colton Garland, and the ball has been taken away. Dylan Penn has it down court. Now Adam Eberhard near the free throw line lets it fly. He missed it, but it looks like he draws the foul. It'll stop the clock with 29 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. It's 37-19. Washington is trailing. Coach Wilgus wants to talk to 4 of his players right now while Eberhard will shoot some free throws. So Eberhard ready for the first free throw shot. It is up and it's good.
At this point, I would just not tell them anything. Don't screw them up, Coach. They're playing a whale of a game so far, right?
Absolutely.
38-19 with 29 seconds to go in the first half. Eberhard, not missed from the field, 1 for 1 from the line. His second one. He eyes it, flies it, and he missed it. He is a man. He is human.
24 seconds left in this first half of play. It's a 19-point lead for Evansville Memorial. Overton to Sparks. Sparks back to Overton. Overton bounce pass to Sparks. Sparks takes it in the lane, puts it in the air, got it. Nice job by Matt Sparks. 5 seconds left. Down court for Memorial. There's the man at the buzzer. Around the rim, no good as Adam Eberhard missed it, and that ends 2 quarters of play. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard at the end of 2, it's Evansville Memorial 38, Washington 21. Stay with us. We'll come back with our halftime show after this 2-minute timeout on the voice of the Hatchets, Memories 107.9.
Will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
We are at halftime where Washington is trailing tonight to Evansville Memorial 38-21. Our halftime show is presented by our friends at Williams Brothers Healthcare Pharmacy. They've been focused on your health since 1899. Some scores of interest over on the General at 95.9 FM. Bar Reeve gets the lead at the end of 3, leading Bloomfield 26-22. At the end of 3, Eastern Green leads North Davies 45-42. At halftime, Vincennes Lincoln leads Evansville North 36-25. Let's see if we can find a few other scores while we're at it. South Knox is tied with Wood Memorial after 1. The score there is 18 apiece. And I think that's about all the scores we'll find you for the moment. As Kyle works on the, here's one that will be of interest to you. Charlotte Hornets finished the half with a 15-1 run, outscored the Celtics 28-18 in the second quarter to lead Boston 49-45. It's Tyler Zeller versus Cody Zeller tonight in the National Basketball Association. How about that?
Yeah, pretty exciting, isn't it?
That is pretty exciting to have those two young men from our community. So very proud of all 3 of those Zeller players and the whole family for that matter. So our halftime show continues, brought to you by Williams Brothers Healthcare Pharmacy, and Kyle will run down the scoring. Kyle, what do you have?
All right, I've got a pretty dominant performance to this point in the game by Evansville Memorial. We'll start with them. They are 11 out of 15 from 2-point range for 73%. Pretty deadly from the 3-point line as well, as they are 5 out of 10 for 50%. They had 4 offensive rebounds, 11 defensive rebounds. They are 1 out of 2 from the free throw line for 50%, and they ended the first half with 5 turnovers. They are led in scoring here at the half. Adam Eberhard, their 6'8" standout senior, has 25 points. So he has 25 of the 38 for the Tigers. He missed a 3-pointer at the end of the half. That is his only miss from the field in this game. Dylan Penn, on the flip side, just a freshman starting for the Tigers. He has 10 points here at the half, 2 of those being from the 3-point variety. And then they have 3 players with 2 points apiece, those players being Alex Kiefer with 2, Jared Roberts off the bench with 2, and Javon Langley off the bench also with 2 to round out their scoring of 38 here in the first half. Washington, they are 5 out of 13 from 2-point range for 38%. 3 out of 9 from 3-point range for 33%. They had 3 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds, 2 out of 4 from the free throw line for 50%. And uncharacteristically of the Hatchets, at this point in the season, they ended the first half with 6 turnovers, probably the most turnovers that they've had in a game in the last 5 or 6. So 6 first half turnovers leading to some easy baskets for the Tigers. Individual scoring for the Hatchets look like this. Colton Garland leads the way with 8. Matthew Sparks and Carson Smith, both those players coming in off the bench and giving a little bit of a spark, both on the defensive end and the offensive end. They both have 4 points apiece. Connor Brown has 1 3-pointer for his 3, and Jacob Overton with 2 points to round out Washington's 21 first half total, as the Hatchets trail here at the half 38-21, and are going to have a pretty big uphill battle here in the second half if they're going to make a run at the Tigers.
No doubt about it. By the way, the halftime activity going on the floor right now, we're honoring all the senior members of various sporting programs, cheerleading. We mentioned, of course, Matt Sparks on the Hatchet basketball team and Drew Davis and Eric Wilson as the basketball managers. But for cheerleading, we have Andrea Blanton, we have Kaylee Maddox, Jalen Hawk, and Alexandra Rosa. In band and ROTC, we have Jennifer Abel, Jacob
Busboom.
Busboom, thank you.
I had Jacob in school, Jacob Busboom.
Okay, we also have Catherine Grant, Jacob Gross, Christina Johnson, Derek Belcher, Brandon Mandel, Katora Harris, Eleanor Nolan, and Mitchell Wadsworth. And in wrestling, we have 1 senior wrestler, Ryan Corner. So congratulations to all those seniors as they get ready to wrap up their final year at Washington High School, and we wish them the best in their future. Well, here at the Hatchet House, we are at halftime, 38-21. The Tigers of Memorial lead the Hatchets of Washington. Let's take a 30-second break for the folks at Williams Brothers Healthcare Pharmacy, and we'll come back with more of our second half action after this timeout on WAMW. They're getting ready to announce this year's Superfan presentation. This is always a great honor to be a Hatchet Superfan. I had the privilege to win this one year a few years ago. John Newton is the president of the Boosters Club. He's on the floor. I think they're trying to go track down the winner, perhaps to bring them to the floor.
Surely they're here, right?
I hope so. But he's looking up into the stands as they're getting ready to go grab someone, perhaps. Let's see what John has to say. But we're trying to figure out.
Maybe it's John. Maybe they're going to give it to him. He's just going to give it himself.
He holds. I don't think that's the case. I don't.
I'd love to hear "Give Me an H" before the game's over tonight, though.
There you go. He's talking about John leading the crowd and a chant during those Zeller years. It seems like
we had it at South Knox last week. You missed it. It was good.
Is that
we
right?
We had a good crowd. It was a kind of a hostile environment for a little while. Yeah. It was
Okay, they're on the floor apparently. So have they announced who these folks are? Because I don't recognize them from here.
Trying to look.
Well, we're going to try to find out who the super. What? Davis?
Davis, yeah.
Well, we've got our Superfan presentation, and I know I've seen that gentleman before, but I can't say his full name, though. Well, you're in charge of finding out. Oh, it's Dusty. Oh, that's why I recognize him. That's my neighbor's mom and dad.
Okay.
But I can't remember Mr. Davis's first name. Dusty, your mom and dad just got the Super Sports Award. So, well, how about that? That's still a great honor. We'll try to get the full name for you a little bit later, but that's always a fun award to present here at the Hatchet House, the annual Super Fan for the Hatchets. All right. We've got about 3 minutes left of this halftime show, and we've got second half of basketball action coming up. Both teams are still in the locker room. What do you think Gene is telling the boys right now? You've been in that locker room several times. What's he telling them right now?
We're going to have some dance. He's telling them, we've got to bear down. We're going to have to get some stops. Keep looking to run our offense. Take care of the basketball a little bit better than we did in the first half. It's a possession-by-possession game, and if we don't get stops, then we don't have a chance to climb back into this. We're down 17. We're going to have to try to control Eberhard a little bit more, which might be a difficult task. It seems like anything he's willing to throw up tonight is going to go through that basket. But I think we can, like I said, it's going to be hard to get back into this game because Memorial takes care of the basketball. They really don't turn it over. They had 5 the first half, which is 5 more than I thought they may have in the first half because they do take care of the basketball. But we're just going to have to get a little tougher, get a little stronger on the inside, not let the bigger guys do what they want to do close to the basket, and hope they miss some shots, really. I mean, they shot 73% from 2 and 50% from 3. That's,
wow.
Overall, they're shooting over 60% for the game, and when a team does that, they're pretty tough to beat.
Well, don't be discouraged. Stranger things have happened with 16 minutes to go. Stay with us. We're at halftime where Washington is trailing 38-21. And this has been the halftime show brought to you by Williams Brothers Healthcare Pharmacy, focused on your health since 1899. When we come back, we'll have third quarter action between Washington and Evansville Memorial. You're listening to Hatchet Basketball on the voice of the Hatchets. Memories 107.9 WAMW FM Washington and worldwide at WAMWAMFM.com. Back to the Hatchet House in 2 minutes.
Hey, this job looks perfect. It says you need people skills?
Check.
Driver's license?
Check.
And a high school diploma. You got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
You are good to go.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. You get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
We do have a final just in from our sister station, The General, at 95.9 FM, and you're home for Four-Star Country. Bar Reeve beats Bloomfield tonight, 40-33. So congratulations to Coach Hughes and another win for his program. We'll remind you that tomorrow afternoon, the Bar Reeve Lady Vikings will be in the semi-state at Jeffersonville for about a 4 o'clock tip-off. We'll have live coverage tomorrow at 3:30 on The General, 95.9 FM, 1580 AM. We're also going to simulcast that game here on Memories 107.9. And, as always, the game will be streamed at WAMWAMFM.com. So tune in the official Bar Reeve broadcast team of Mike DeCourcy, Jeff Doyle, and Aaron Ash. 3:30 tomorrow only on WAMW. Well, second half action about to unfold here at the Hatchet House. Washington is trailing 38-21. They've got a big lift to get back into this game. Let's see if they can pull it off as Matthew Stevens has the basketball to begin this third quarter of play. Stevens dribbles toward the right side. Stops, passes off to Colton Garland. Now a shot from the left side by Connor Brown is no good. Ball picked up by Memorial. Down court for Memorial. It's Adam Eberhard in the backcourt to Javon Langley. Langley quickly passes it off to Stokowski. He tries to pass it back, and the ball's knocked out of bounds, and Memorial throws it away. So a break for the Hatchets. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Donaldson Insurance Agency. With us, your number one. Inbounds play set to go. Picked up by Colton Garland. Garland, right side pass to Connor Brown. Brown, bounce pass to Matt Stevens, rather. Stevens, left side pass on the wing to Bedwell. Bedwell dribbles, finds help from Jacob Overton. Quickly off to Colton Garland on the right side to Matt Stevens. Stevens takes it toward the lane, passes to Connor Brown. Brown off to Overton in the backcourt. Overton, left corner, off to Matt Stevens. Stevens brings it back to the backcourt once again. Now it's off to Colton Garland. Garland to Jake Bedwell. Bounce pass into Garland. Turnaround jump shot from 5, no good. Rebound picked up by Evansville Memorial. It was picked up by Kiefer. He'll throw it off to Adam Eberhard. Now it's Ben Stokowski. A three-point jump shot is no good. Eberhard got the rebound. Whistle blown. What do we have? we've got a foul against Washington. That'll be against Jake Bedwell. That will be his first, the team's first here in the second half. Hasn't been hardly any fouls called in this game, Kyle.
No, it's been a pretty clean, well-played ball game.
Eberhard, inbounds play, and a quick shot off the glass. Ben Stokowski. That makes it 40-21. It's back to a 19-point Memorial lead. Connor Brown to Matt Sparks. To Matt Stevens. Stevens to Colton Garland, top of the key. Got it for a three. That's Colton's third three of the night. 40-24. Memorial by 16. Now Stokowski in the lane. They're going to call Connor Brown with the foul. And Connor didn't believe it, but they're going to call it anyway.
He's going to go to the free throw line, and Stokowski's going to shoot two.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bill Dobson Ford. Find out why a Dobson deal is a better deal. Ben Stokowski with the ball. Free throw is good. He'll have another one coming. Next one is coming. Here it is. It's no good. Rebound by Colton Garland. Garland with the ball. Now it's off to Connor Brown. Brown to Sparks. Sparks to Stevens. Stevens, top of the key to Overton. Overton, little fade away from 15. No good. Rebound picked up by Dylan Penn. Penn down court to Javon Langley. Top of the key, there's Adam Eberhard. Missed it. Rebound, Connor Brown. Brown with the ball. Now it's off to Matt Stevens. Stevens to Overton. Overton over to Connor Brown. Brown. Now it's off to Colton Garland. To Matt Stevens. To Sparks. Sparks off to Colton Garland. Garland. Now it's off to Stevens. Stevens takes it toward the lane. Bounce pass. He was trying to connect to Matt Sparks, and it bounced off the foot of Adam Eberhard.
Tell you, Memorial's got some pretty sticky defense. They're up on our shooters as soon as we catch the basketball, making us put the ball on the floor, and we're not able to get by them either.
Memorial with the basketball now. They'll bring it down court. Javon Langley with the ball. And a whistle, a traveling violation called.
He did. He took an extra step as he caught the basketball there at the top of the key. He was running full speed, and his guard kind of put him in a bad position, throwing him the ball as he was running. And
that was Alex Kiefer that traveled.
Shuffled those feet a little bit.
41-24. Hatchets with the lead and a whistle blown. We've got a foul call that'll be against Ben Stokowski. By the way, a big win tonight for North Davies. They beat Eastern Green 56-55. So congratulations to the Cougars. That's a good win too.
Yep. Don't sleep on them in the tournament next week.
Ball broken up, stolen by Memorial on the fast break. The layup good by Dylan Penn. He's got 10 points tonight for that young freshman. 43-24, and the Hatchets are gaining no ground, trailing by 19 points. Brown to Sparks to Garland to Brown. Brown, top of the key to Overton, puts it in the air, and he nails a three-pointer. 5 points for Jacob Overton. That makes it 43-27. Washington with the lead with 4:08 to go in the third quarter. Alex Kiefer passes it off to Ben Stokowski. That was a shot. I thought it was a pass at first. Down court. Brown all the way. Missed the layup, but he draws the foul. It'll stop the clock with 3:55 to go in the third quarter.
I couldn't tell if that was a shot or if a Hatchet player just got a deflection and it went off the backboard.
Maybe it did, Kyle, because it sure didn't look like he was in a shooting position, but then I looked up and it bounced off the glass. So you may be right. It may have been deflected. Connor Brown at the free throw line. Free throw shot is in the air. It is good. Boy, you need every free throw right now, and you need to score on every possession if possible.
Yeah, Washington needs to take advantage. Memorial's turned the ball over 3 times here in the third quarter, just halfway through the third quarter, so we need to take advantage of everything we can get here as Brown misses the second.
We jinxed him.
Yeah.
Dylan Penn with the basketball, the young freshman. Down court, off to Adam Eberhard. Near the free throw line, he looks and finds Dylan Penn again. Penn now to Ben Stakowski. Stakowski to Roberts, into Penn. Penn passes it off to Roberts. Roberts puts it up, misses, gets the rebound, puts it back up, missed it. Ball out of bounds. It should be Hatchet basketball, and it is.
Dodged a bullet, maybe two of them.
No doubt about it. I'm always about dodging bullets. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Chuckles Convenience Stores. Fast, convenient, and always open.
Another basket here would be big for the Hatchets.
Bounce pass inside. There's Connor Brown open, and he got a nice layup.
Wow.
Okay, Randy Allen was watching the video. He says it was a deflection, so I guess that settles the play a couple of moves ago, I guess.
Randy Allen with the assist.
43-30, and inside, that's a layup good by Ben Stakowski. 45-30 the score. Hatchets trail by 15. 2:55 to go in this third quarter of play.
Goal here for the Hatchets has got to be try to get it under 10 going to the fourth.
Garland to Connor Brown. I agree with that. That would make a difference. Sparks. Now it's off to Colton Garland. Garland.
Knock it down, Matthew.
Matt Stevens. Got it! 3-point shot by Matthew Stevens. His first field goal of the night. That makes it 45-33. Hatchets have cut the lead to 12 with 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Adam Eberhard passes it off to Alex Kiefer. Now a three on the way. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. Ben Stakowski just nailed us.
That's his first three of the night. He's 1 out of 4, so.
He's got 8 points. 48-33, 15-point lead for Memorial. Connor Brown inside. Turnaround jump shot is no good. Ooh, nice job by Bedwell. He almost made the steal against Adam Eberhard, but Eberhard gets it down court to Alex Kiefer. He takes it to the lane, missed it. Eberhard's putback is no good. Trying to get his own rebound. We got a whistle blown. What do we have?
We get a foul on Washington as Eberhard was fighting for that rebound. He got 2 offensive putbacks in a row, and going to get a foul on the second one. He's going to go to the line for 2. Foul is on Matthew Stevens is who they get.
So Eberhard's going to shoot 2. It's 1:54 left in this third quarter of play. Stevens has his first foul of the night, and Eberhard's free throw shot is good. He'll have one more coming. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Freddie Energy of Washington. They're fueling your everyday life.
Washington's given some fight here. You know, they've gotten down as much as 19 that I can remember.
Next free throw shot by Eberhard is on the way, and it's good. He is a tough player. He's going to make the All-Star team. He's one of the best players I've seen all season.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
50-33. Washington trails by 17 with 1:48 to go in this third quarter. Sparks off to Connor Brown. Brown, top of the key to Overton. Three-pointer, good! Jacob Overton has his second 3 of the night. He's got 8 points. That makes it a 14-point lead for Memorial at 50-36. 1:29 left in the quarter. And the ball stolen. Connor Brown steals the pass, layup, and he got it! Connor Brown scores. The Hatchets have cut the lead to 12. 1:15 left in the third. Still plenty of time, folks. Plenty of time.
Got some heart here.
Eberhard off now to Langley. Inside, missed it. We've got a foul. They're probably going to nail Overton.
Yep. Overton came over to help and tried for the block. Didn't get it, which left the weak side rebound open. And as he was trying to get back to that guy, going to get called for a foul, but great effort.
Inbounds play. Adam Eberhard. Down court, he'll have to pass it all the way down to Javon Langley. Langley will bring it back across the timeline. He'll pass it off to Eberhard, who quickly gets it inside to Roberts, but he found too much traffic, so they kick it back out once again. Now Stakowski takes it inside. He gets the ball in the hoop, and he draws the foul. He's got 10 points, and he'll go to the free throw line to try to make a 3-point play.
Has a tough move by that young man. Caught the ball in some traffic and was strong enough to get the ball up on the glass, finished. He's going to go to the free throw line and connect. Every time the Hatchets get close, Memorial comes back with 3 points.
They just keep stomping on us, don't they?
Yep.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it here on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. 53-38. Evansville Memorial leads with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pepsi Beverages Company is the official soft drink of the Washington High School and Hatchet Sports Program. Stop by your nearest grocery store or convenience store. Pick up some Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or any Pepsi product. Live for now. Reach for the refreshing taste of Pepsi products today. So 53-38 is our score. Washington trailing Evansville Memorial by 15. Don't forget, we'll have live coverage of the Class A girls semi-state tomorrow afternoon from Jeffersonville. It'll be Bar Reeve versus Jacksonville. Join us for the official Bar Reeve broadcast at 3:30 with Mike DeCourcy, Aaron Ash, and Jeff Doyle on both the General 95.9, 1580, and 107.9 Memories. Hatchets have the basketball. Colton Garland off to Matt Sparks. Sparks to Colton Garland. Now to Matthew Stevens. Stevens off to Connor Brown, top of the key. Off to Jacob Overton. Overton still at the top of the key. Passes right side to Connor Brown. Brown now to Overton. Overton in the backcourt with 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Boy, I'd love to see a three to end this quarter for the Hatchets.
I'll take anything, but a three would be nice.
12 seconds left. Matt Stevens off now to Brown, to Sparks. 5 seconds left. Stevens takes it toward the hoop, hands it off. Overton scores the layup at the buzzer.
Nice
and that
pass.
ends the third quarter of play. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard at the end of 3, it's Evansville Memorial 53, Washington 40. Back to the Hatchet House in 60 seconds on WAMW.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Crooks along with Kyle Cornelius. 53-40 is our score. Washington trailing Memorial by a baker's dozen. And Memorial will have the basketball to start this fourth quarter of play. Alex Kiefer with the ball. Kiefer in the backcourt, double teamed as the Hatchets pick up the defensive pressure. Javon Langley, cross-court pass to Adam Eberhard. Langley gets it back. Now top of the key is Ben Stokowski. To Eberhard. Eberhard tries to throw it inside, and the ball was knocked away by Connor Brown, I believe, or was that Colton?
It was knocked away by Connor. They're going to get him with a hold as he hooked from the backside. The officials trying to explain it because it looked like a heck of a defensive play, and it really was, but he kind of had that backhand on the backside of the player.
Inbounds play, and off the glass, Ben Stokowski now has his 13th point to make it 55-40 Memorial. Connor Brown with the ball to Garland to Sparks. Sparks on the left wing. Sparks passes it off to Matthew Stevens. Stevens to Overton. He's open for three. Count it! 55-43 as Overton gets his third three of the night. He's got 13 points. 55-43 the score. Hatchets trail with 7 minutes to go in the game. Now from the free throw line, Stokowski misses it. And the rebound picked up by the Hatchets. Matt Stevens down court in the corner to Connor Brown for three. He missed it. Rebound, Matt Sparks taps it away. Ball is loose. It's going to roll down to the other end of the gymnasium.
Should be us.
And the Hatchets will get it back. Whew, we'll take it.
Had a great look there from Brown in the corner, just missed it, but Matthew Sparks with a nice hustle play. Maybe could have just grabbed it, but he tried to tip it out to his teammate. Teammate wasn't ready for it and went off a Memorial player all the way down to the other end and out of bounds as Washington with 6.5 left to go here in the fourth quarter, trailing by 12.
Inside to Overton, off the glass, and a nice smooth layup by the young sophomore.
Come on, White, get some stops.
55-45. The Hatchets trail by 10. They've cut this lead from like 21 down to 10 now. Inside, off the, just to the right side of the lane. Stokowski missed the jumper. Brown quickly takes it down court, throws it off to Garland, to Sparks, to Stevens. Stevens from the right side takes it inside. Ball is out of bounds. Last touch by Memorial. It'll be Washington basketball with 6:06 to go in the game. 55-45. Washington trails by 10. Colton Garland ready for the inbounds play. Gets the ball off to Matt Sparks. Sparks.
Garland open.
He is open for three. Missed it. Rebound. Sparks gets it. Out to Overton. We get another shot at it. Garland to Overton. Overton on the right wing. Now off to Connor Brown in the backcourt. Brown to Matthew Stevens. Stevens, top of the key. Right side pass off to Brown. Just shy of three. Missed it. Rebound by Memorial. Here come the Tigers. Adam Eberhard gets it across the timeline. Nothing like a 6'8" guy dribbling your basketball down court looking like a guard. Eberhard to Langley. Langley off the pin. Bounce pass into Eberhard. He's double teamed. Eberhard looks for help, and he finds it from Alex Kiefer, who kicks it out to Dylan Penn on the right side. Penn to the backcourt to Stokowski. 5 minutes left in the game. It's 55-45 Memorial.
Hatchets have done a great job to climb back into this, but going to have to get a few more stops.
They really are. Eberhard on the left wing. Stokowski. Back to Eberhard. Eberhard off now to Ben Stokowski. On the baseline, driving inside was Javon Langley. He threw the ball to Alex Kiefer, and we've got a foul called. So with 4:36 to go in the game.
Probably not a bad foul. That'll be Washington's 7th team foul, so Memorial will be in the bonus the rest of the game. But
the foul is against Colton, is that right?
That's correct. It'll be his first if the scoreboard is correct.
Colton Garland picks up the foul at the free throw line. Adam Kiefer. Free throw shot in the air, and it is good. 56-45 is the score. Washington trails by 11. Kiefer ready for the next free throw shot. It's up, and it is good. 57-45, a 12-point Memorial lead with 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Matt Sparks off to Matt Stevens, to Connor Brown. Stevens to Colton Garland. Garland takes his time in the backcourt, passes to Connor Brown. Overton from the left wing, lets it fly and gets a three. His fourth of the night. Jacob Overton has 18, makes it 57-48. Hatchets have cut the lead to 9. 4 minutes left in the game. Memorial with Alex Kiefer. Kiefer, top of the key to Ben Stokowski, lets it fly. It's no good. Come on, guys, let's convert these to points. Matt Stevens down court, off to Overton. In the corner to Brown. Missed it. The tap in, no good. I'm not sure who had a hand on that, though.
Stevens.
Stevens tried to tap it in then. Down court on the other end, and the layup good by Jared Roberts. He's got 4. It's an 11-point lead for Memorial at 59-48 with 3:24 to go in the game. Colton Garland with the ball. Now it's off to Matt Stevens. Overton picks it up high on the left wing to Matt Sparks. Sparks to Connor Brown. Brown in the corner to Stevens. Bounce pass to Connor Brown. In the backcourt, Colton Garland picks it up. Now back to Connor Brown. 3 minutes left in the game. Jacob Overton off to Colton Garland for three. Missed it. Rebound picked up by Memorial. Here come the Tigers. Ben Stokowski. Stokowski in the backcourt.
Memorial looking to spread them out now. They're kind of on their 3 out, 2 under offense.
Well, if you're Rick Wilgus, you just try to get your boys to milk some time off this clock and make them come after you. Of course, they're not going to be in the, well, they are going to be in the bonus, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in the bonus the rest of the game here. So
2:23 to go in the game as Adam Eberhard has it. And a whistle blown. What do we have?
Get a foul out top on Matthew Sparks, I believe. Adam Eberhard's going to be going to the free throw line for a bonus. Not real sure who you'd like to foul for Memorial. They're all very well schooled at the free throw line. They've only missed 2 on the evening.
Well, the foul will be against Matthew Sparks. Free throw shot by Eberhard is up, and it's good. He'll have one more coming.
He is 5 out of 6 for the evening.
You know, he's only had 3 points in the second half after scoring 24 in the first half. So whatever we've done to shut him off has given us at least hope in this second half. Eberhard's next free throw shot, no good. Rebound by Jacob Overton. Need to score in a hurry, guys. Matt Stevens down court to Connor Brown. Brown to Garland. Garland to Stevens. He fakes, just shy of 3. Puts it in the air and nailed it. Matthew Stevens with 5 points makes it 60-50. Memorial by 10. Adam Eberhard in the backcourt to Jared Roberts. Now to Dylan Penn. Minute 43 left in the game. Adam Eberhard takes it in the lane. He missed the layup, tried to get his own rebound, does get his own rebound, and the putback is good. 29 points now for Eberhard. In the corner, Connor Brown, 3-point shot is in and out. Rebound by Memorial. Minute 22 left in the game, and it looks like it's going to be a Hatchet loss. Minute 15 remaining, 62-50. Memorial, a great ball team tonight, and just too much for Washington to handle, at least on this particular evening. Timeouts called on the A&R Home Center scoreboard with a minute 5 to go in this game. It's 62-50. Washington trails. One of your Hatchet booster sponsors, Headlines Beauty Salon. They want you to look your very best. Headlines Beauty Salon keeps up to date on all the latest hairstyles. Give Kim, Danielle, or Susan a call at 812-254-1810. Let them create a new look just for you. Headlines Beauty Salon. They're at 8 Northeast 4th Street in downtown Washington.
Well, Washington's given a very valiant effort here this second half. Down by as many, I know of 19.
I thought
21.
I thought 21 at one time.
Was able to cut into that lead and get it to 10 and had, I know, at least 2 chances to cut into it a little bit closer. Had some good looks, just didn't go down for them. And Memorial's opened it back up to a 12-point lead here with a minute 5 to go as Washington forces Memorial to call another timeout on the out-of-bounds play.
Hey, we'll take that. So a minute 5 left in the game. It's Washington 50, Evansville Memorial 62. One of your Hatchet sponsors throughout this season is Washington Chrysler Center. They're in downtown Washington. No games, simply the best deals at Washington Chrysler Center. Tomorrow morning, we invite you to wake up to Saturday Morning Live here on Memories 107.9 and the General 95.9 and 1580 WAMW. We kick it off at 8 o'clock with Andy Morrison and Dave Foster. CBS News, local news. We've got a look at sports, the President's Weekly Radio Address, followed by the GOP response. Network Indiana News at 8:30. At 8:35, it'll be focused on the community. And I've got a very special guest talking about recycling in the city of Washington. Also got the swap shop at 9:35 tomorrow. Local news, information, obituary, sports, you name it. Saturday Morning Live, 8 to 10 here on Memories 107.9. Tune it in tomorrow morning and get your weekend off to a great start.
And I enjoyed your guest last week,
John Gregg.
I tell you, I hope he gives it another run. I think he would get in if he chooses to do so.
Inbounds play. It's off to Memorial, and quickly a foul is called as Adam Eberhard is fouled. Stops the clock with 1:04 to go in the game. So Matt Sparks will pick up the personal. That will be his third. Adam Eberhard will head back to the free throw line where he's shooting 67% tonight. He's 4 of 6. Free throw shot is in the air. It is good.
Nice player. I'm not sure what his plans are next year, but he will definitely make a nice player at whatever level he's able to go to, but I know he's going to be able to go play somewhere.
He's a tough player, no doubt about it. Eberhard ready for the next free throw shot. It is up, and it is good. 64 to 50. Hatchets trailing now by 14 points with 1 minute left in the game. Colton Garland off now to Matthew Stevens to Connor Brown. Brown to Colton Garland. Now it's off to Matthew Stevens. Stevens to Colton, or to Jacob Overton rather. Top of the key, Colton Garland for 3, missed it. And Adam Eberhard would not be denied the rebound. He not only rebounds it, but dribbles it down the court. 33 seconds left in the game. And a whistle blown. We've got a foul called with 31.5 seconds left in this game.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. Evansville Memorial's come in here and really has earned this W tonight right from the get-go. Shot the ball very well in the first half. Washington was able to slow them down a little bit on the offensive end in the second half and had some chances, but Stokowski's free throw attempt is up and good.
Well, he'll have one more coming. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. I think I've decided his name is Stachowski. He missed it. 28 seconds left in the game. Down court. Sparks, top of the key, lets it fly. Nothing. Took a big hard bounce off the cylinder, and Memorial gets the rebound, and they're going to win the game. 15 seconds left in this one. And it looks like they'll just hold the ball in the backcourt. 65 to 50 is going to be your final score on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Washington ends the regular season at 15-7. The Tigers of Memorial are 14-6 for the regular season. Tough loss for Gene Miller's crew. That first half was just too much. If we could have played our second half consistently in the first half, I think that might have been a different outcome, Kyle.
Yeah, I agree. We outscored them in the third quarter 19 to 15. Let's see here, 10. They outscored us 12 to 10 in the fourth quarter, so, you know, pretty even. Second half, we just dug ourselves too big a hole in that first half.
Again, our final, 65 to 50. Washington loses tonight. Folks, we want you to stick around. The Sterling & Company Professional Corporation coaches post-game interview is coming up. And, of course, our Myers LP Gas post-game show. We've also got our hardware to pass out. So stay tuned for our post-game show. And, of course, don't forget sectional action Wednesday night at 7:05 here on WAMW. We'll take a break, and we'll come back in 2 minutes on the voice of the Hatchets, WAMW.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Oh! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts. Real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.